To the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. This is a live stream. Anyway, I'm not going to wait for nobody. I'm just going to talk my piece and get the fuck out of here. What am I going to say? Number one, hope that you guys are prepared. Hold on to your bags tight because they are really trying to squeeze most of us out financially, mentally, emotionally. As you can see, you had Hurricane Helene. Funny enough, Helene has that hell in it, and it did have hell. It did bring hell to some states. Now, if some people didn't realize, the Hurricane Helene was a 8/8 event, and I'll explain that. As you know, last year in Hawaii, we had a 8/8 event, right? On August 8th, we had an 8/8 event. There was some people that got basically removed from their homes. Devastation happened over there, large fires. This year coming up was another 8/8 event because we had Hurricane Helene. We had HH, Hurricane Helene. HH is the 8th letter. H is the 8th letter, which means that it's HH, which means that it's an 8/8 event. Now, as you can see, funny enough, it did bring devastation. A lot of people are homeless. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. A lot of people are homeless, and we had devastation. So, weirdly enough, I don't know how true it is, but weirdly enough, in Hawaii, if you notice, the island that was burned, or whatever the island was called, if you looked at the shape of it, it was shaped as a body. And there was a fire that looked like it was part of the head, and a fire that looked like it was part of the throat. Now, the part of the head, wherever that may be in Hawaii, they said that they had found a lot of lithium battery material. Funny enough, in North Carolina, where they had the most devastation and looks like people would have to relocate, there's rumors stating that in that area as well, there is, like by the mountains, they have found mounds of lithium, whatever it is, for the batteries, for these electric batteries. And I'm not saying anybody's causing these particular things. I'm just saying, weirdly enough, on August 8th, we had an event where there was a major devastation where people were living that had to get removed, and there was material there for the future. Now we had another connection with 8/8. That was a hurricane, not a fire. Now it's water. Remember that movie, The Elements? You had the fire and the water. But anyway, now with the water scene, with the hurricane, they devastated an area where people can't live. Coincidentally enough, it has also that material of the future that they're looking for. I'm not saying that one and one has to do with each other. I'm just saying they were both an 8/8 event. That being said, I hope you're prepared. I hope you do have some things prepared, because from my end of the story, when I'm listening to, these guys are not going to bend over. The Biden administration or the president probably is not going to step in to get these guys to work, only because this is an election. There's a couple of weeks away, and they keep raising about the union. So if the union is pushing back, saying that they're not going to go and work at these ports, it doesn't look good for the administration right now if they want to get into the presidency to push labor union members back. So that being said, I don't see a resolvement of these union guys stepping out. So that, in that whole picture, that can cause a global shock across the whole thing. So you got boats sitting in the port. There ain't nobody taking shit off the boats. So now you're going to have multiple boats sitting in the water waiting to unload as these hurricanes are coming in. So the waters are going to be choppy. On top of that, you got truckers that are not cooperating with the union because the truckers are pissed off with the union because the truckers, I believe, get paid by the job. And while they're there, the union is sitting on their phones, taking their time, getting them in and out. The ports want to install autonomous machinery so they can have the flow a little bit more easier. So this is where the head is bouncing back and forth. The union said in their contract they weren't supposed to bring automated shit. So whatever. Anyway, not even to get into the whole thing of that, just stating that contracts was breached. The union is very pissed off. For every day that the union is on strike is going to bring the economy back 1 week. So every day brings back 1 week. So for every week that they're out is going to set back at least a month and a week. Okay? Now these guys are looking for like an 80% raise over 6 years. I'm not sure they're going to get that. So regardless, let's not get into the back and forth of the contract. Point being is that union is upset. The ports are playing hardball. And this may extend over a week of I'm sorry, I'm not reading any of the things, so I apologize. Damn, I lost my track of thought. Basically, like I said, not to get into their contract, but I'm just saying for every day that they're out is going to set back a week. So every week that they're out is going to set us back at least a month and a week. Okay? So depending on how long they correct this, is going to be, I believe that this will be like almost a worldwide thing, especially for the United States, because we don't build a lot of things here. So that being said, we are dependent on a lot of imports that come in. So we're going to see what happens. I just want you to be prepared. Anything can happen. Weirdly enough, I was watching The Simpsons, and The Simpsons was showing, around this time, The Simpsons was showing a lot of people like eating each other and cannibalisms. I don't know what the fuck that means. And just weirdly enough, like 2 weeks ago, the news was talking about the states in America having a law saying that cannibalism is legal. Cannibalism is legal in 49 states except for one state, Idaho. And I'm like, why the fuck are they talking about cannibalism? Now all of a sudden we're having this shortage. Now we're having these guys on strike. My weird mind, I'm like, don't fucking tell me now that these guys are going to be out for a month. Because if they're out for a month, that almost brings us back almost a half a year. You understand? If they're out for 1 month, this is going to bring us back almost a half a year. This is going to... So, my crazy thoughts, I'm just like, imagine if this shit is real and they do wind up being out for weeks on weeks. People will be fucking eating other people. There's already people fighting each other for water and shit like that because there's no running water in fucking North Carolina. So North Carolina, they're already having issues with one another with water situations. So things can get more crazy. As you can see, this was just a hurricane. We're not even talking about a shortage. Okay, shortage is right around the corner. So as you know, today is Tuesday. The freight train stopped moving 2 days ago. These guys are already on strike. Let's just put hands together and give about 10 seconds of silence and just pray that everything falls in place for us. So there's your 10 seconds of silence, only because I got a lot of friends with babies and kids, and I feel for the kids and the babies, you know what I mean? So hopefully, let me just tell you right now, just be prepared. Money don't mean shit. If there ain't no stores open, ain't nothing out here, money don't mean shit, okay? You better off getting some water, getting some diapers, so there might be a new bartering system out here. I'm just saying, money don't mean shit if people can't get to the stores. If there's nothing in the stores, money don't mean shit. Money's not gonna feed you, money's not gonna clothe you, money ain't gonna do nothing. So just shop smart, be prepared, get some water. If you do have kids, make sure you have enough extra. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So anyway, I gotta get out of here. I'll be back again. Peace out.